This is the Sports Porch, Philadelphia, with your hosts, the Grand Schwalbini, Rube, and me, your technical director. Come on, Philly, show us a little Eagles, Flyers, Phillies, and Sixers love. The Philadelphia Sports Porch starts now.
All right, everybody, welcome one and all. Another easy, no nerves, very matter-of-fact Eagles win. Rube, how you feeling as Josh Allen maybe threw the worst pass of his career in the most important moment of this ball game on a 2-point conversion? And his choking, that's right, Josh Allen is not Jalen Hurts, who does not choke in Super Bowls. Well, actually, he's gotten the two. Josh Allen has never done that. So what do you make of this win? Outside of the fact that we're both going to be disgusted about the offense in the second half, but take us through from your perspective, Rube. What did you see out there today that you liked and didn't like?
Well, I'll tell you what. The first question you asked is, "How do you feel?" And I say, "I feel lucky. I feel, I feel disappointed with a win. I don't know. Can you feel disappointed with a win?
You can. I can't tell you how to feel, Rob.
I feel I feel many things. I feel many things, Schwabi. But I think most of all, I feel lucky. Listen, they played I would say a solid first half. Offense looked good, same conditions as were in the second half, and all of a sudden, it says my mic is off. That's weird.
I hear you.
Okay. Let me
just welcome everybody.
okay.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. If you are watching on X at Philly Porch, be sure to follow us. If you are on YouTube at Philadelphia Sports Porch, be sure to smash that subscribe button. And if you're watching us on Philadelphia Beautiful Facebook page or the Sports Porch, Philadelphia Sports Porch Facebook page, make sure you like and follow our page. We drop everything on a podcast later this evening. So if you miss it, you can listen to it all week long. Rube, do we have you back?
I'm here. I feel as though I'm here.
I hear you. So talk away.
Okay. So first half, very good first half. Obviously, defense solid. Great to see Jake hit a kick in bad conditions. Like I said, trust in Jake. The pass game looked decent. The play calls look good. We got all wide receivers involved, including Goddard again. Thank God for Goddard this year, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing what a 1-year contract will do for somebody. You know, but Brown looked good, made some good catches. Jalen looked good. Devontae, whoa, how about the shot that Devontae took going over the middle?
He did.
Is that legal? Was the ball, by the way,
Yeah.
was the ball already gone?
I don't know if that's legal. I mean, I think if you're more than 5 yards down the field, and I think he was, then that's not legal.
Yeah, and the ball must have been already thrown past him already for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I certainly didn't like seeing him take a shot and then take another shot on that catch that he almost made on third down or second down, whatever that was. But it's amazing. He's resilient. And what can you say about the defense? I thought Jalen Carter would come back perhaps out of shape, not looking great. He had a sack. He
looked really good.
He looked really good. He tipped it. He saved the game with the tip extra point. When's the last time the Eagles have won games so close that a blocked extra point or a block kick was the difference? I don't ever remember a season like that.
Yeah, I mean, look, you got it like who was it? Tom Brady says, "Hey, the good teams, they don't take any plays off."
No.
Carter got that paw up, and you know what? If he doesn't get that paw up, then Buffalo scores a touchdown. They kick the extra point to win the game.
It's game over. That's right. Then you have to block the extra point again, which
right.
that only happened once before.
Right.
So yeah, so listen, you feel lucky. I don't know what the problem was with the offense in the second half. They had the same weather as the first half. They had the same weather as the other team. So I think I'm still going into week 18, 19, whatever the hell week we're going into. I'm still anxious about our offense going into the playoffs.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, here's the thing. I mean, look, it was the way I saw it was we reverted back to bad play calling in the second half of this game. We realized we have a championship level defense, and the defense was, I mean, they weren't scored on until like 5 minutes left in the game, right?
Right.
And so I think what happens here is they think, all right, well, if we can just sort of run out the clock, and limit their possessions, we'll be fine. But look, how many drives started with run to Saquon, run to Saquon?
How many of those plays went for more than 3 yards? 4
Right.
yards.
You got to mix it up. In the first half, Saquon was running the ball very well. Why? Because we had some first down pass plays, so they couldn't know what to expect. And look, the bottom line is, as good as your defense is, I mean, 13 points is not enough to say, hey, if we don't make any mistakes, we'll win the game. It just takes 2 plays. I mean, look, Buffalo got lucky. I mean, Brandon Cooks with that ridiculous catch. I mean, that was lucky, but luck happens in football, right? And so, I mean, look, if we want to take a positive angle here, the defense is just so good, man.
Defense is good, and 2 of our youngest guys, 3 of our youngest guys on the defense are going to be all pros, assuming no injuries. Kind of hair, poo. With DeJean and Quinion and Jalen Carter, and now you got and Jordan Davis playing at a high level.
Zach Bond is young. Jalix Hunt had a game today.
Jalix Hunt had a game. Bond. Dude, he's like Mike Singletary. This guy, he's stopping the run. He's covering tight ends going down the field. And running backs. No, he Cook, right? He ran stride for stride with Cook on whatever that wheel route was, whatever that was that they threw. And even, but every time I look, right, I'm going to go to negative 10. Every time I look, the one guy not making a good play on defense is Adoree Jackson. And Cooper DeJean, he's just a beast, man. So the defense is playing great. Our offense played not to lose in the second half, and that's the bottom line.
Right. And it was weak. I mean, and some things did go against them. I mean, Devontae Smith, that was borderline catch, no catch. What did you think about that? Do you think it was a catch? I could see it going either way.
I didn't think it was a catch. If it was the other team, I would have said no catch. So, we're objective here on the Sports Porch.
That is correct.
95% of the time. So I would say it was a no catch. And, and like you said, the 2 big pass plays, the one to Cooks at the end of the game, and then the other one to who's number 14? I forget the guy's name. Starts with an S.
I don't know.
Those were. What are you going to do? We were in position on both, and we just weren't able to knock them down. So, listen, I feel lucky. It's a win. Do we still have a shot? So as we think about the future,
we
still have a shot at 2 or 1?
Not 1. 1 is gone, but we have a shot at the 2 seed. So what we need to do is we need to beat Washington, and we need the Bears to lose their last 2 games. But they're hard games. So let me tell you what the Bears have on tap here. The Bears are playing tonight, the 8:20 game in San Francisco. So it's 11-4 at San Francisco tonight. So that is a losable game for sure. And then week 18, the Bears play Lions at Bears. I will tell you one thing. Coach Campbell is not going to give up.
No.
He is going to go out there and fight to ruin the Bears season, right?
Yes, I agree. At Chicago.
So all the pressure will be on them.
Yeah. Well, you know what's good is that we'll know tonight by the time we go to sleep or by the time we wake up in the morning, depending on where you are and what your sleeping habits are, Grand Schwalbini. We'll know tonight whether we have to play our starters next week or not. So,
right. And if we don't, no big deal. I mean, we could certainly use a bye for the starters,
Al Cohen, fly, Eagles, fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. Yes, we didn't fly today, but we did enough to win, Al Cohen. Thanks for tuning in.
You have to admit, I mean, any win in Buffalo is a good win.
Yeah, listen, we went into the season, and I guarantee you, if we went back and played the tape from our picks, we probably both had this as a loss, unless they were sitting their starters.
Right, so, exactly.
We should go look at I forget what, you must have wrote it down in the Grand Schwalbini book somewhere, but I wonder what our record said going into the year.
I'm pretty close. I'm pretty sure that I said 11-6.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. So I'm like right there.
Okay.
I don't know. Were you about the same place too, or were you a little bit better than that?
I think we were pretty close. I think I said 11 wins. I don't think I said more than that. So we'll have to go back and play the tape from Labor Day weekend or around that time frame.
Yeah. And if anybody has a question or a comment, certainly feel free to put it in the comments section, and we'll certainly address them. Or, you can just say fly equals fly, like Alan Cohen. But, hey, ask the experts. That's what we're here for, guys.
Yeah. So what do you think? So let's assume that we're resting starters next week. Let's just play through the scenarios. We're resting starters, and the seeds stay the same. And I think that has us currently playing. Is it the Rams?
The Rams.
Oh boy.
At
home though.
True. Now here's let me just sort of give you, let's see, playoff. Okay. So what we're looking at here is if everything, all right, well, here's the bottom line. The bottom line is the only team that can be in the 6th seed. There's only 2 teams that can be in the 6th seed. And that is, there's 3 teams that can be in the 6th seed. And that is Chicago, San Francisco, and the LA Rams. The Green Bay Packers are they're locked into the 7 seed.
Okay.
So the big deal is if we can somehow snatch that 2 seed, then we have a home game against Green Bay, which I personally would much rather take versus the Rams, the 49ers, or the Bears. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that wholeheartedly, just given our success against Green Bay. But you gotta think at some point Green Bay's due. However, no Micah Parsons.
Yeah, no Micah Parsons.
I don't love coming off a concussion. So
I think I think without a Micah Parsons, they kind of like lack a killer instinct, don't you think?
Yeah, they didn't look great last night. Although I tell you what, Malik Willis is a player. I think he's legit. Yeah. I think he's a great backup quarterback.
I mean, who knows? Maybe he could start somewhere.
Facing him or Love.
So I guess here's the question. The question is though, if not Green Bay, because we have the 2 seed. And actually, let me back up for a minute. Oh no. Yeah, so if we get if we do get the 2 seed, then we wouldn't play the Bears because the Bears could not be the 7 seed. Okay. So it's either Green Bay or the Rams or San Francisco or even maybe Seattle, if that's possible. I think it could still be Seattle. Yeah.
Listen, using your words, the bottom line is this: is that everyone in the playoffs are good teams, and
Right.
but the Eagles are the Super Bowl champs, and to be the champs, you got to beat the champs. And so my question is more along the line of what do we need to do differently? Clearly, we feel really good about the defense, but what is the one change you would make to the offense if you were Kevin Patullo?
Whew. I think it is simply do not take your foot off the gas.
Okay.
Look, we've figured out ways to run the ball because I believe not including this game, but the 3 previous games, I think they said Saquon was averaging 111 yards a game. Okay. So we have figured out how to run the ball, but I believe that our success running the ball is more out of better timely play calling than anything else because we've been throwing the ball on first and second down a lot more recently. So I don't think that this run game is equipped the same way it was last year, where we would get the ball with 6 minutes left and we just run out the clock.
And that's what we were looking for today, right?
Yeah, that's what we were looking for today. So I think you got to do something different. You can't take that approach. Even though you risk the fact that you could have an incomplete pass, and it's going to stop the clock. I still think that you have to play aggressive football, and still pass some more on first and second down to really take advantage. And even if you're doing that once or twice, like, for example, like let's just say on the Eagles' final drive today against Buffalo, where we went run to Barkley -2, run to Barkley, no gain, and then
long pass.
And then crappy pass. Right.
Yeah.
So I mean, even if you right there, if you do a play action pass right there with 8 guys stuff in the box, you might find AJ Brown over the middle for a 15-yard gain. And now all of a sudden the clock is running and we've got momentum and they're thinking about, when should we use our timeouts? And, and then you can run Saquon on the next first down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of feel like we need to use the pass to set up the run, and that's worked the past few weeks, right? The passing games looked a little bit better, and so if you're not able to stuff the box like you were saying, that's going to open up more running lanes. I just think even the passes that he completed today, he missed a wide open guy in like the 20-yard in route. And then he throws that laser in the tight window. I'm like, what?
Right.
Why do we have to make this so difficult, right? And he did that twice on that drive.
That's
so
true.
I feel
although at the same time, though, I mean, to be fair, everybody's doing that. I mean, even the great Josh Allen lost the game on his horrible throw on the 2-point conversion, right? He did.
Yeah.
He did. He lost the game on that throw. What would we be saying if that was Jalen Hurts? Everybody would be throwing a fit. Oh, he can't throw. He can't do this. He can't do that. But that's look. Everybody does this stuff. All the greats miss throws.
I think my point is that you can miss throws, but why not just get the ball out of your hands fast and put him into the hands of your playmakers faster, right? I still don't understand why we can't throw a swing pass or a screen pass to Barkley. I still don't understand why you can't just do a hitch, to either Goddard or to Devontae or to Brown for that matter. It just feels like we're making it too difficult on ourselves, and it's kind of been the theme the whole season.
Yeah. Well, then that comes back to play calling, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there was. Think about it this way. Like, I can't think of one single creative play call in this game today. Can you?
Only from the Bills. The hook and ladder was beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, but for the Eagles, not so much. It was very vanilla. It was very vanilla.
It was totally vanilla. And I guess the other thing too is what we gotta, in terms of trying to think positively, at halftime when we're up 13-0, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, wow, if the defense continues to play the way we're playing, and we end up winning like 23-7 or 23-10. The story is, here come the Eagles. They're rolling. They're peaking at the right time. Look out for them. They won the Super Bowl, right? But, we had a horrible second half. I think, Jalen Hurts had no completions in the second half. I mean, we probably had like 17 total yards or something in the second half.
The 2025 Eagles showed up, not the 2024 Eagles.
Right. So it's, now it's everybody's got something to bitch about for another week. But look, I'm still going to say, look, they beat a good team on the road, a playoff team on the road.
In horrible conditions. And the defense was championship caliber. And I think, look, I mean, we just got to be satisfied with that. And, let the chips fall where they may. That, I remember last year thinking that the playoffs were impossible. Now, of course, it doesn't look at it. It doesn't feel like that now because we won all those games. But I remember last year thinking like, we don't have the bye. We got to play Green Bay at home. That's a tough game. And then and then it was like, we got to play the Rams. Rams are tough, man. Good offense, Stafford, young
defense. And then it was like, geez, how about those Commanders, man? I mean, Jaden Daniels can't be stopped for some reason. And then it was, now we got to try to beat the three-peat Kansas City Chiefs, who we lost to 2 years ago with Reed and Patrick Mahomes. And then we won all those games.
But like you said, the key was won all those games. That's last year. This year's this year. Right. It's a very different team, and I guess you're right. We've seen that different team all season.
Although this is what I'm thinking though.
Okay.
Not last year when the Chiefs lost to us, but the year prior to that.
Yeah.
When we lost in the first round of Tampa Bay because we collapsed, but the Chiefs won all those one-score games and won really with defense, and they went back to back. Could that be our year this year where we won enough games to kind of put up a decent record? We're either going to be 11-6 or 12-5, right? Probably 12-5 because we're playing the Redskins or the Commanders. And look, we did enough to get in. And we're the team right now that knows how to win. We know how to win it all.
Yeah, I mean it's very fair. I think I think that's how it's going to have to be, right? I don't think magically in the playoffs our offense starts putting up huge numbers. I think we do enough just to figure out how to win on offense, and our defense has to play lights out. They have to play like the number one defense, which they are. So I think it's a really good comparison. I hope it comes true.
Yeah. And hopefully we can get more out of the running game with Lane Johnson back.
Yeah. Although Fred Johnson hasn't been, he's
played pretty well.
One sack? One.
Yeah, he's played well. He's a good backup.
He's played very admirably. So yeah. Is Lane supposed to? Are they going to get him back before the playoffs, or are they just wait until the playoffs? Any word on that?
I don't. There's no word on that, but I think it's going to be pretty simple. I mean, if the Bears win tonight, there's nothing to play for next week. We'll see him in the playoffs. If there's something to play for next week, I think he might play.
But no Kobe Dean, probably not. Yeah,
I don't know. I thought Jihad Campbell played really well today.
Listen, our defense, no matter who you plug in there, is playing really well, right? We didn't even miss Nakobe Dean today. Listen, he's a great player. It sucks that he gets hurt all the time. I think he is our heartbeat on defense. But you put Jihad Campbell, a rookie, in there, and he shows out like that. Again, I think our defense is really is going to be really good for a long time, barring any bad injuries. So that's really I'm enthusiastic about that. And what's interesting, Schwalbe, is that we thought the defense was what was going to be painful this year because of what we lost. and that the offense would be what the offense is, and it's been just the opposite. And
Yeah.
I do agree. At this point, you have to call coaching out. Fangio gets the most out of what he's got, which is a lot. He doesn't have a
Yeah.
bare cupboard, but he's
Right.
put in new pieces, and they're still the number one defense.
Yeah. I
Our
mean, look.
offense, the only thing changed on our offense was the play calling.
Yeah. And even think about like this, like even think about, Makuba goes down
Yeah.
and you got Epps playing at a really high level.
He's playing really good. That hit
Yeah.
on the in the first quarter when he flipped Cook upside down.
Right.
That was a great hit.
Right. I mean, Epps is playing great. I think Reed Blankenship's gotten better this year.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to sort of think he's a little bit of a liability, but I don't really think much anymore. Yeah, so I mean, they're just so good. I mean, Jalen Phillips has been an excellent addition.
Although when you saw him go down, you're like,
Oh no,
not again.
right. But yeah, I mean, look, they got to win. Good for them. They put some pressure on the Bears. I say let's go get that 2 seed, and that gives us a better than 80% chance of winning the Super Bowl.
I like it. When can our fans, our followers, see us again, Grand Schwalbini?
Well, we will be back at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday night.
That's 6 Central.
That is 6 Central. Hopefully, a lot of you have the week off, as Rob and I do. And even if you don't, it's in the evening. So tune in. We will get us ready for the next game. And we will check in on the Phillies, the Flyers, and the Sixers. Sixers have taken a little bit of a step back the last couple nights. So we'll have some conversation about that. Flyers continue to play some good puck. We will talk about that as well. By the way, I don't know if you saw, but Porter Martone, captain of Canada. And did you see that he's a bit of an agitator?
I did not see that. I haven't watched any of it. Have you?
No. No, but I did see that. I believe I think he scored the empty net goal to kind of put the game away.
Okay.
And then he skated by the other team's players, and a guy had his back to him, and he gave one of the guys a little tap on the butt. and it caused a little bit of a melee.
A little fracas.
A little fracas. He was born to be a Flyer.
I love it. And he wants to be a Flyer, unlike that punk Cutter Gauthier or whatever the heck his name is.
Right, that bastard. All right, Rube, we'll wrap it up. I will take us out, as I always do, with something very fun and very appropriate for this moment in time. The Eagles fight song.
So everybody Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm having this weird thing now where it's like I can't all of a sudden play this song for some reason.